who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
The starters for Utah: Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's Collier in at the point guard position. Knocks down the triple.
But with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Now here's Collins. Markkanen for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And it's Utah with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Collier, no good. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Fox.
I love how Fox defends with urgency. He works hard to stay on top of the shooter.
Down low. Finished off the break. Fox has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Utah's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Collier. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
They need this. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by Kessler.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Yep, that one goes. Fox has got 11 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Now here's Vassell. Wembanyama, high post. Kessler on him. Got it.
Tight defense, but Wembanyama has the length and body control to overcome it.
Jazz trail by 13. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. To the inside. Wembanyama. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the open.
Oh, wow! They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Hall, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a switch here also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in. halt the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Vassell. Drops in the 3.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Collins outside. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. To the middle. Outside for Wembanyama. Paul for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Paul passes to Vassell. Pass to Castle. The 3 is up. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Here's Collier. No good off the back of the rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Collier, no good. Outside Barnes. Back to Paul. Castle for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Johnson, Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Jeremy Sohan, and it's Champagnie at the 3. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Fox outside. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Johnson. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Markkanen finds George. There's the drive. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. this person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
George passes to Markkanen. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Markkanen's got 8.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Johnson for 3. Hits the trifecta.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
That's tipped. Back come the Spurs in transition. Three-pointer, Fox. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And the three-pointer goes.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
And a deep 3 from Paul. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Utah has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Inside. Here's George. Rebound by San Antonio. Paul's got 4 rebounds now. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
George passes to Filipowski. George outside. Pass to Clarkson. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagny. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. And a switch here also for Utah. Potter, he's checked in for Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. Still no points. Now George. 5 to shoot. Banked it in off the glass.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Get loud for your...
Yama's checked in for Sohan, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. And a new group getting ready for Utah. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Here's Fox. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Fox has got 11 points in the quarter.
A 6'3" point guard. Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Markkanen's checked in for George.
Number 23.
The Jazz have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Collins outside. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Three-pointer, Fox. Utah grabs the miss. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
Clock at 6. Launches it. Drills it from deep. Fox has got 29.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
A minute 22 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. That one's good for 2.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
San Antonio has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Here's Vassell, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
With the 10-footer. That one a little long. 46 seconds left in the first half. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 9.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Down low. And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say it was last touched by Collier.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Fox. And here are the Spurs now. Pass to Castle, back to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama, outside Paul. The 3 from Barnes. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
It's a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot-up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
Can they get it? Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz. Utah retains possession. Marketing from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul for 3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 10.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so the San Antonio Spurs making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. Colin Sexton out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the center, locking down the middle.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
The 3 from Barnes. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Kessler, a screen on Paul. To the paint. And finished off by Kessler.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Jazz shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Collier. And he drops it in from the low post. Collier's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. And stolen by Sexton. Markkanen outside. And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And Paul gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Collier, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. To the inside, Wembanyama. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Wembanyama's got 13.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Let's go with a 3. Hauled in by Paul. Paul's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama, high post. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Pass to Markkanen to stop the run, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Paul passes to Barnes. Uses the glass on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Markkanen. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Vassell outside. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
1:51 left in the third. Here's Castle. Soft touch off the glass.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sexton looking around. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Vassell outside. Pass to Paul. And here's Vassell. He's covered by Kessler. Vassell's shot is good.
And this is what it's all about inside. Vassell willing to get physical to finish his motion.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Paul. Now here's Kessler. 6 to shoot. The Jazz again can't hit. San Antonio has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And Vassell, the bucket on the assist by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Collier. He takes it in, lays it up, and banks it in. Collier's got 7 points for the quarter.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
17 seconds left in the third quarter here. Paul against Kessler. And here's Paul. The 3 ball. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Mamukelashvili passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. Fires from way outside. Oh, wow! He drills it from deep.
How about that range from Chris Paul? This guy feels like he can score once he steps across half court.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Paul passes to Sohan. And there's the drive. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
So assertive on the tape. Sohan is relentless when he sees a lane open up.
Clarkson for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Paul's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mamukelashvili. And that one, good. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket in this one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clarkson outside. Goes up at the stripe. And again, it's Utah.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Here's Sohan. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. Branham comes in for Champagny. Collins, he's checked in for Utah. Martin comes in for Sensabaugh.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
George for 3. Rebounded by Branham. For San Antonio, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Outside Paul. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 6 here in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
For San Antonio, Biyombo comes in for Bassi, and it's Wesley in for Branham. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Jazz again can't hit. And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 15-6 run. Sohan outside. Paul looking it over. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. Well, what a job, punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Kessler, a screen on Paul, and he drives in. Collier, no good. The Spurs have gone 7 of 8 in this 4th quarter. Wesley, the pass to Sohan. Outside Paul. He buries it from 3. Paul's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, to me, Chris Paul has a confidence that rubs off on his teammates. He can change the game with his attitude. He's cooking right now.
Pass to Sexton. Driving in. And he can't get that one. Sohan with some nice D. This one for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The assist.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Knocked loose. Here's Collier. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Collier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Paul for three. Gets the three to fall.
How smooth is that? Boy, the pull-up jump shot by Chris Paul. What a look by him. My goodness.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Chris Paul.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Collins, left side. Outside Sexton. Pass to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Pure from three-point range.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Here's a three from Paul. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And stolen by Paul. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires for three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Outside Paul. It counts.
Credit the plays they're calling for. Getting him right now some good shots.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this.